Welcome back at WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. We're keeping calm. We're staying local, and we're talking about all sorts of issues and things that are going on and bills to pay and jobs and community service and safety more than anything at all. Mimi Brown is our friend from State Farm Insurance. She is in Fells Point in Canton, which is as shut down as all the rest of things are. Business, home, auto, all these things that we all concern ourselves with maybe once in a while and say, what about my insurance and where are we? Maybe I want to bring you on just first off, how are you? Sheltering down, COVID-19 free, hopefully you and all your friends and relatives, yes?
Yes, I didn't realize how social I was until now. And it's kind of driving me a little crazy being stuck at home, but it's a good thing. It's making me slow down a little.
Well, yeah, and maybe take a little assessment and whatnot. And I'll be really honest, insurance is sort of a first thing that I think about now in these wills, insurance, deeds, where's the money, where's the bank, where's my 401k, the sort of the basics. And I talked to Leonard Raskins, a dear friend of mine, about money, and you about insurance, and other people about all sorts of issues in the marketplace right now. From an insurance standpoint, and State Farm has its own, COVID-19 coronavirus statement up literally right on the front of your website and for everyone. But every business is under duress right now. I think one of the reasons they don't want us driving around is because they don't want us to have an automobile accident, right?
Right.
Anything that happens outside of taking care of this crisis is a real distraction to everybody and everything. But from your perspective, the insurance rolls on and people still need it, want it. And I would think that some people are a little fearful right now and calling and saying, what are my options, which is where you come in, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I guess right now, with everything that's so unknown, it's nice that we're still available, just not in person, obviously, over the phone, text, email, and still the same hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30 on Fridays, and then we also have 24-hour coverage. So we're still here. It's just a different way of doing business. You're not going to be face-to-face at all, but still here for if anything were to happen, if there were a car accident or anything like that. Still here to talk through what to do. But yeah, with everything going on and the uncertainty, people losing jobs, one big question is always what to do if I can't make my payment, because you are required to have insurance in Maryland. So working with some customers through that and being able to help defer payments and push it off for a little bit or spread it across a few bills, we have been able to do that with everything going on.
Yeah, it wouldn't even occur to me to be the first thing I would do, right? First thing is, okay, my house payment, my car payment, whatever supplemental income I could find, or, wherever these and look, everybody on TV is talking about this. One of those things is insurance is a bill that comes. You can cut your cable television. You can, figure out some other ways to save a few bucks. But the insurance part of this may be the most important thing you got going on right now to some degree if something goes wrong.
Right, exactly. And then also looking through, so many people have insurance in place and they're not really even sure, what are my coverages? Could we possibly change them or tweak them a little bit for the current situation that I'm in? And so being able to educate our customers and go through, what are they paying for? What peace of mind are they paying for? And how can we educate them so that they're making the best decisions for them and their family?
Well, what are you hearing the most of just in the early part? Obviously people are losing their jobs, right? Like we got that. And then when they lose their job, they reach to you because you are their insurance agent, or maybe they need insurance, or they want to switch, or they don't feel good about where they are. They want to compare and contrast. What are you seeing in the first 10, 12 days of this incredible thing where people really do have a lot of time and a lot of worry, right? And when you worry, insurance is one of the first things you worry about, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I think one of the major things that we're starting to see is as people are losing jobs, which just, it breaks my heart to see in this economy, especially local, so many people losing jobs, is what coverage do they have for them and their family? So at most places, they have their life insurance through work. So it's really been a time that we're sitting down over the phone having a conversation about what can we get in place that you have full control over, what life insurance fits you and your family. So if something were to happen, that's not a worry. They can still maintain their same standard of living.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I think for so many people, this time 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, you and I were on the ESPN State Farm bus, and we're playing basketball, and the Terps are going to do this, and I mean, my God, as we sit here right now, we'd probably be up in New York in the Sweet 16, and it'd be opening day, and there'd be all of this going on, and the shaking of the ground for everyone has made them think about all sorts of things, including insurance. As far as home insurance goes and people moving about and things changing about, any advice to give people for them if they have another insurance or they call? When people call you and say, what am I covered for, going through individually, I could guarantee most people in my life, I ask them exactly what their deductible, they would have no idea, right? This is probably a really good time to actually learn all that stuff, no matter what insurance you have, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's definitely what I've been telling my employees and my team is, this is our time to shine. This is our time where people actually have, the 10 minutes to go through their homeowner's policy, even if they're not with us now, but let's educate them. Yes, I have, sales employees, but I always say at the end of the day, really, what you're doing is you're educating the customer and making sure that they understand what options they have, what we can offer, and what they might already have or not have. So it's definitely been a good time to be able to get in touch with people and educate them.
Well, it's interesting. You sell literally peace of mind, right? You sell insurance, and people want to have more of that right now than less, right? They want more reassurance to some degree that everything's going to be all right. I appreciate you making a little time. I know you're busy. I know you're home. I know we're all trying to stay away from each other as best we can and still stay connected. And, I know it's a big loss for you. You're such a lacrosse family, right? So all that goes with lacrosse and outside and sports and fun. And, I even just grabbing a coffee this morning with my wife, I said, the amazing part of this is I don't know the next time. I'm thinking about Pearl Jam this weekend, Mimi. I'm thinking about opening day. I'm thinking, when is the next time I'm going to hug someone? When is the next time I'm going to be in a room with someone? When is the next time I'm going to see my son, right? We have no plans right now. We're not brokenhearted about it just yet. But there is going to come a point where I want to go get some pizza with my kid, right? And these things that we took for granted, it is amazing how fragile it all is, isn't it?
It is. It definitely makes you realize what is really important when things are taken away, and you think that something as simple as going to go get pizza with someone you love and care about, and all of a sudden you can't do that. It really puts into perspective what's meaningful.
Man, I left you and your sister that night, your whole family. You were all having such a good time. It was really cold out that night, as I remember, really cold. And I'm like, I get another beer with Mimi again later. Hey, Mimi, we'll get together again. See? Shouldn't take that for granted, right?
No, exactly. It's the simple little things. It's crazy.
Well, we can do Zoom beers or something like that on off hours. Listen, take care of your family, take care of yourself, take care of the insurance and all that you do at State Farm. We appreciate you coming on and updating us, and I'm sure as this thing continues on into the days and weeks ahead, we talk about you. We'll send some business your way and let everybody know they can find you. Give them the elevator speech real quick on what you do and how to find you, especially in these times of trouble.
So we are located, as you were saying, right in Canton, but right now with everyone in social distancing, we're available online at insuringbmore.com, and then email Mimi at insuringbmore. Our phone number is 410-878-0232, able to text and call. So always have someone available for you 24/7.
Perfect. And I'll help them get to you as well if they get to me. So
okay.
That's, I guess for staying home and staying safe and all that, just getting groceries, right? Just living the last couple of weeks has been a unique challenge for all of us. And I know you've built up your practice and we've gotten to know you and you're on to this career. It is an amazing thing that people like you that are out functioning. It was 20 years ago for 9/11. And that's the last thing in my life. And, I was in my 30s at that time. But this is an interesting challenge that people that have navigated life and made decisions, the decisions we're making right now, literally life and death decisions right now, and job decisions and health decisions, that this is a slowdown, I think, for everybody that we never expected, right? We have to navigate this as human beings.
Correct. Yeah, it's almost, I went to the grocery store yesterday and it was almost surreal. Barely anyone in there. Everyone has masks on and it was just, where are we? What is going on? So it's definitely a surreal time right now.
I had my pal Brian Granick on, and he's my vision specialist, and I have his visionary eye care. I want to give Brian a free plug. So I only had one pair of reading glasses last Friday night, and I thought Hogan was going to shut the state down. So I ran off to the Walmart at 6 a.m. just to get a backup pair of reading glasses, just in case, right? They're a little dirty right now. And, being in the Walmart at 7 o'clock in the morning in Arbutus on a Saturday morning, and then the dude in line behind you coughs out into the atmosphere, and the darts of the eyes of everyone around us, it was just one of those moments that I don't think he gave me the virus or anything, but it was one of those moments where I got back in the car and I said to my wife, who's in the car, who's immune compromised, who was doing the driving, and I said, I will not walk out of here without a mask. We're going to do this as infrequently as possible. I sort of we're not going to do this again, and that wasn't a good idea. And so we learned our lesson early, and we're just good here taking things out of the freezer every day.
Exactly.
For a little while.
Stocked up yesterday.
I feel more insured that way, Mimi. Hey, great having you on, despite these circumstances. Good to hear your voice, and we'll send everybody over. She's usually on Lakewood Avenue, but you can find her 410-878-0232. I'll also help you find her at insuringbemore.com. Thanks for coming on, Mimi. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you, Nestor.
Hopefully sooner than later, and I mean that for everybody. Oh, last thing for you, I got to tell everybody is wash your hands, okay? There you go. Everybody's washing their hands. Mimi Brown, State Farm over in Canton. And she represented State Farm on the ESPN bus way back in basketball season, back when the Terps were playing big games on Saturday night that they lost. And then it ended. And everything ended. We're going to get through this. Hang in there. I am Nestor. Nasty at WNST.net finds me. I'm on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Snapchat and being mouthy everywhere about government and leadership and politics. But I am keeping calm. I am staying local. Can't get any more local than Mimi over in Canton. And staying Baltimore positive. We are WNST.net, AM 1570. We never stop giving good advice and having intelligent chats around here about the pandemic and you.